privilege to all my teammates. The opportunities provided and the responsibilities bestowed upon me as a military service member are huge. However, we wouldn't want it any other way. I accept that challenge today, tomorrow, until the day I die. I am a soldier for life. I always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. These are the warrior ethos. Words have meaning. And as soldiers, these are words we live by. This is not exclusive to the Army or any branch of military service. In daily life, I interpret these ethos as doing what needs to be done. Never giving up until it's complete. And when adversity comes, and it will, be sure of it, I say bring it on. All of it. If one of my American teammates is down, I look at them and say, what can I do to lift them up? I am trained, physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. To make sure Team America thrives, we must stay on course to ensure our freedoms. This does not mean we change with the times, but this also does not mean we change the flavor of the month. I think we all too often get persuaded by the next big thing and we forget the mistakes and sacrifices of our past. Use our democratic process and get involved instead of just complaining. Do not be afraid to go against the status quo. We must always seek opportunities to be on the cutting edge of national defense, education, technology, employment skills, and healthcare. There is nothing routine about a routine. Whatever we are seeking to achieve, we must always be adaptable. Like a speaker system not working, playing music behind, right? I am an expert and I am a professional. The military is a profession. If you don't believe me, just think about the equipment you allow us to use. Would you want anyone off the street using this stuff, or would you rather prefer somebody who has a significant amount of training to use it? The same can be said about any profession, whether you're a homemaker, manufacturer, engineer, doctor, etc., it doesn't matter. You would not be an expert if you did not receive some significant amount of training and or experience. Whatever you do, you should do it with passion and compassion. Think about all those who gave it all today. They were so passionate about Team America and so compassionate for you, they died for your freedoms. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. The reality of war is combat. As a soldier, I did not go into a conflict wanting to induce harm on anybody. It's actually quite the difference. I can tell you, when called upon, my fellow women and men, the military uniform will be honored to defend your freedom. The statement is not exclusive to war. Just think of all the informal enemies we have trying to harm our citizens and those standing up, fighting against them. I think of my friend, Sister Celine, who's about 92 years old right now, fighting hard on human trafficking to make sure we end that epidemic that's going on. I think of our school boards, our PTAs, our wonderful people serving in our executive and legislative and judicial branches on our behalf. The point is that domestic enemies may not be a true combatant in the traditional sense, but they're certainly a threat to our freedom, and Team America needs to be just as vigilant fighting them. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I'm only speaking for myself, but even donning this military uniform representing our largest military branch, I don't mind saying that this is non-negotiable. We as Team America must be willing to defend our freedom at any cost. I certainly respect everyone's opinion and the freedom of speech, but those who go around hating on America and their teammates, please think of all those who provided you those privileges. I'm sure your perspective would change if you saw those of us standing around here today, those in impoverished and war-torn countries. And no wonderful remarks should be complete without giving respect to somebody from Wisconsin, since we're here. So I'm going to recite a poem for you today. Some of you may have heard it by a wonderful author named Ella Wheeler Wilcox. She was born around the Janesville area. The name of the poem is Two Kinds of People. There are two kinds of people on earth today. Just two kinds of people, no more, I say. not the sinner or the saint, for it's well understood the good are half bad and the bad are half good. Not the rich or the poor, for to rate a man's wealth he must first know his state of conscience in hell. Not the humble and proud, for in life's little span who puts on feigned ears is not counted a man. Not the happy or sad, for in the swift flying years bring each man his laughter and each man his tears. No, the two kinds of people on earth I mean are the people who lift and the people who lean. Wherever you'll go, you'll find the earth's masses are always divided in just two classes. And oddly enough, you will find two, I ween. There is only one lifter for 20 who lean. In which class are you? Are you easing the load of overtaxed lifters who toil down the road? Or are you a leaner who lets other bear your portion of labor and worry and care? Think about that. Are you a lifter or a leaner on this Memorial Day? Think of all those lifters who allowed us to be here today. I am an American soldier. Thank you.
Captain, thank you for that wonderful civic-minded speech. Much appreciated. At this time, nearing the conclusion of this portion of the program, I'd like to give you a little bit of instruction about the wreath laying, which will proceed after this portion. I will be joined along with Captain Logan, Senator Bowles, we invite you as well, and Kathy Olson of the Fraternal Order of Eagles, and